Everyone knows that I need a caffeine rush before I get going about the Sixers. The Sixers have a big opportunity staring at them right in the face. If you caught my morning live stream, I had a radio show this morning and we discussed the Sixers' playoff run so far. We kind of looked ahead into Game 4, but I wanted to focus solely on a Game 4 and heading into Game 4 in a video like this. As of about 25 minutes ago, the Raptors have stated that Pascal Siakam is listed as doubtful due to a calf injury that probably occurred when he tried to trip Joel Embiid. I'm here to say I'm not buying it. I think the Raptors have actually hit a new level of being desperate into finding some sort of way to confuse the Sixers. In all honesty, I know the Sixers have done this with Joel Embiid, but there's a difference because Embiid has actually been through every injury in the book, and you really just don't know with the guy. This is different for Siakam, and I think Nick Nurse is confused. He doesn't know what to do. His adjustments did not work from Game 2 to Game 3, and I don't know how much left they really have. I don't know what more they can really change to make it such a big difference maker. There's little things here and there. Van Vliet's not working. Some little guys aren't working. And I know Nick Nurse has stated that the size of the Sixers defenders are being a problem. So he's going to look to maybe have longer lineups and bigger guys out there. But he also said, I can't make my players grow. We have what we have. I don't know if Nick Nurse has the answers. And that will be told in Game 4. But as for the Sixers, they're looking at an opportunity to make a statement. They're looking at an opportunity to, hold on, wait for it. I don't know if you heard me say this before a million times, but they have an opportunity to really grow. To go up 3-1? To go up 3-1 in this series heading back to Toronto? Monstrous difference than 2-2. And I'm not counting the Raptors out. And realistically, I'm a fan that even if we are 2-2 going back to Toronto, I'm still optimistic we can win this series. Because I've seen the way the Raptors have been playing, and I've seen the way that our team's playing. We have it right now. That's what the playoffs are. The playoffs are insane, head-to-head, war-like battles. With that being said, I think the Sixers have an opportunity staring at them right in the face to make such a huge jump in their team chemistry. And I want to see them take it. At this point, it's not just Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid that I want this for. I want this for Jimmy Butler. I do. I want this for Jimmy Butler. I think the fan base, all the haters of Jimmy Butler saying he's not worth it, have now reached a new level of sympathy with him, and I want to see that continue to grow. 22, 9-9, 30 in the first game. The guy's been something else, and it's so clear that he is a big difference of culture. He's going to be a reason why this team steps up. And the one thing I will say will be interesting to see how Nick Nurse elects to do this is where he puts Kawhi defensively. Are you going to maybe try and get Jimmy Butler to slow down? Maybe try and slow down Jimmy Butler and put Kawhi Leonard on him? Well, what does that do for Ben Simmons' physicality going to the basket? Here's the thing. You can try things like that, but with the way our starting five has been playing, good luck. Good luck. We'll see if it works. I'm not saying he's going to do that, but I'm thinking at some point you got to have a desperation thing set in and say, we got to try something new because what we've been doing, it's not working. What we've tried and what we live and died by all season long is not working. And we need to change something up. He even said that. I read a Raptors article about them looking into Game 4. And Nick Nurse said, what we're doing, it's not okay. And the first step is admitting that. And we need to find a way to do things differently. I just don't know what that is. The Sixers have such a unique chance to go up 3-1 on the Raptors. It's crazy to think about it. It's absurd to think about it coming from where we were heading into this series and after Game 1. And I think if we match the level of intensity on the defensive side of the floor, we can do it. That's why we've been so successful. It starts with the defensive side of the floor. It's been elite. The will has been elite. The work ethic, not giving up, the rotations defensively, always being in someone's grill, making it uncomfortable, even if they do score. Because let's be real, in basketball, good offense beats good defense. Even if they do score, you're making them earn it. Earn every little inch of the floor. We've been doing that. And if we keep that up, we're going to put ourselves in such a great position to win Game 4. On top of that, the fan base is going to be on such an elite level. You thought last game was crazy? That was just to go up 2-1. To go up 3-1. And that also starts with a hot start. I mentioned this last game. Heading into Game 3. We come out explosive. So do the fans. So do the fans. So come out that way. Come out with that explosiveness. Because that will keep the crowd on their feet and into it. You got to keep the crowd into it. Especially this crowd. We've seen it. It's a difference maker. It's a difference maker. I try and look around and say, well, how can they really do things differently? Will they try and not have Kawhi Leonard do everything? So say we go Tobias Marc Gasol again. Were they going to try and go through Marc Gasol to exploit that matchup? Well, you do have the help of Joel Embiid. We're not just going to allow Tobias Harris to go one-on-one with Marc Gasol in the post. I've been looking at J.J. Redick defensively, because every team we play, what do? They attack J.J. Redick. Well, I don't know if you can necessarily do that with Danny Green, and once again, the help defense is there, because we've been playing at such an elite level defensively. I don't know if they have enough answers. I really just don't know if they have enough answers, which is crazy for me to sit here and say. I said that in the beginning of the series, it's a coin flip, but right now, I didn't expect it to be so one-sided, and that's how it's essentially been the last 2 games. It's been one-sided. The Sixers have outcompeted the Raptors, outworked the Raptors, and that's why I say the Raptors do have a chance, because as much as I say they don't have a game plan that's going to work, their backs are almost touching the wall, because going down 3-1 is almost, like I said, death. So they're going to have that extra push, that extra motor, that extra adrenaline, knowing they can't go down 3-1. So if their instincts step in, they have a chance. They have a chance. I'm not buying this Pascal Siakam thing, though. I'm not buying it. Really, in a must-win situation for them? Almost. A must-win situation for them? Their second-best player is going to sit, and they're going to, try and play guys that haven't worked all series long? I can't buy that. I can't buy that. Unless it's that serious. But I don't think Brett Brown and that coaching staff is going to allow that to get in their heads. They're going to game plan for him, and they're going to game plan without him, and have things ready to go. But realistically, I think we all know that he is going to play, and we will be stunned if not. Stunned if not. Speaking of that incident with Siakam, though, Ben Simmons got a flagrant 1, and he got fined for the elbow to Kyle Lowry. I knew it was coming. I know fans are upset. Oh, he put his butt in his face. You're right, he did, but come on. You can't sit there and mean elbow someone in the nuts. As much as Kyle Lowry's been a pest, annoying, and I can't stand him, I knew something was coming, but that's not going to scare me in regards to Ben Simmons and his flagrant count to get suspended. Ben Simmons is not that type of player. But I'm very interested to see how this team looks at this spot and how they look at this chance in the eyes and see what they do. I'm interested to see how they look at it and how they approach it. They need to come out with that same type of energy. Can Joel Embiid replicate a game like last game? Because the first 3, he didn't do that. Granted, he was fighting through the poops and all that. Can he do the same thing as last game? To that level? Can Jimmy do the same thing? Can Ben bring it defensively once again and wear out Kawhi Leonard? And if Nick Nurse does bring a style of play and a strategy to this game that seems to be effective, will Brett Brown have the answer? Will Brett Brown have something creative in game that he can go to stop that? Because that's my biggest knock on his adjustments. Can he do it in game? If Nick Nurse does find a way to find some sort of offensive structure outside of Kawhi Leonard, because that's your problem. It's Kawhi Leonard's getting his. Pascal Siakam's doing a little bit. No one else is stepping up. So is he going to try and run the offense through, other guys get going, and then that would save Kawhi Leonard's conditioning for later in the game so he doesn't get tired out in the fourth and have to sit, and then the Sixers go on a big run like what happened last game in Game 3. I love the chess match part of this game. The regular season, it's not to that extent. This chess match in the postseason, it's something special. It's unique, and I love it. Let me know your thoughts down below on this game, but I really do think the Sixers have a great chance of going up 3-1. I really do. And I'm pumped. I can't wait. Tomorrow afternoon. Can't come soon enough. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.